After watching Sony's State of Play, I decided to cover all the RPG related content because I think the State of Play was better than people gave it credit to be. I mainly focus on RPG content on this channel, so that's why I decided to leave out the other stuff. Before we get started, consider subscribing to the channel so you don't miss out on other RPG content in the future. And with that being said, let's get right into it. The State of Play opened with a brand new launch trailer for Monster Hunter Wilds. This was mainly cinematic, but it's building on the hype of the game since it's their big title coming out the soonest. I honestly feel like this was a bit unnecessary because the people that want this game don't want to see more content, they're just waiting for the game to release. I'm still on the fence for this title because I've just never gotten into the series, but this still looks to be the largest and most ambitious title for Monster Hunter, and I'm sure this is going to do extremely well for them. We have just over 2 weeks for this to come out and releases on February 28th. Next up, we got an announcement trailer for a game that I had no idea was even in development, a brand new title in the Digimon Story series with Digimon Story Time Stranger, a turn-based JRPG where we collect and raise an array of Digimon. I've played, completed, and enjoyed the other 2 titles in this series, so I was extremely happy to see another game. We didn't get a whole lot from the trailer, but it appears that we're getting brand new characters for this adventure, and hopefully they add even more Digimon to the already pretty large lineup. I think it looks a bit better than the last game in presentation, so hopefully this does well. It tells us at the end of the trailer that we can pre-order it now, and it will come out sometime in 2025. This has to be one of the most exciting news for me during this State of Play. I just love these Digimon games. The next game was one that I hadn't seen before, but this was a pre-order trailer for Lost Soul Aside, a Chinese-developed, fast-paced action RPG with some extremely over-the-top actions and movements. This trailer caught my eye because of just how over-the-top it was, and the story seems to be decent from what we know about it. We're attempting to save our sister and all of mankind as the world is attacked by dimensional invaders. I'm not sure how this one is going to play. Is it more Souls-like, or is it more on the line of Devil May Cry? It sort of reminds me of both genres. China Hero Project seems to have put a bunch of heart into this one, and honestly, if this game doesn't end up being for me, I hope it still does well because it looks like a lot of fun. Starting on February 19th, you'll be able to pre-order this one with a release date sometime in 2025. Next was a fun crossover with Ichiban from Like a Dragon and Dave the Diver. This is some added DLC content coming out in April, adding new characters, story, humor, and the world of Yakuza into a beloved game. I don't know much about Dave the Diver, but I loved Like a Dragon and Ichiban as a character, so this caught my eye with the pixel graphics. I don't know if you'd really consider this an RPG, but the crossover was too cool not to mention. For all the Borderlands lovers, we got a release date for Borderlands 4, including a new trailer showing some more gameplay. I really enjoyed the first 2 Borderlands games, but I've never made my way to 3, so I'll have some catching up to do, but this still feels a lot like the original titles. The developers announced a special State of Play later in the year talking more about gameplay, story, characters, and weapons, so keep an eye out for that if you're interested. Like I said, they gave everyone a release date for this one, and it looks like it's coming out September 23rd, 2025, so just the back half of the year. These are always games that I think about getting at launch, but never do. So I'm hyped about this one now, but I'll probably forget about it until the next news drops for this title. Lies of P Overture DLC got announced, adding to the world of Lies of P. I still haven't gotten around to playing this one, even though I really want to, and I think I would actually really enjoy it. But this adds a whole bunch of new story and content to the game, if that's something you're looking forward to. It states that this is a prequel to the original game, taking us to the city of Krat. Krat is on the brink of a puppet frenzy massacre, allowing us to learn more stories and secrets from before Lies of P. The art style of this game always amazes me, and it just looks like a good time. There seems to be a lot of circus-like content in this add-on, so maybe they can add some creepy creatures and clowns to make the world even more chaotic. Since this takes place first, maybe I should wait before I play Lies of P and play this one first before checking out that one. This doesn't have a release date yet, but it looks like it's sometime in the summer. We got a short trailer telling us about the demo for Like a Dragon Pirate Yakuza in Hawaii, which this looks absolutely amazing, and I plan on going through the demo and giving my first impressions of the game. The demo will be available right now, so go ahead and check that out for yourself. Like a Dragon Pirate Yakuza in Hawaii comes out soon, so this is a great way to determine if it's something you might want to pick up. And the last thing is Elden Ring Night Rain getting a release date, which I'm not sure if this was part of the state of play, but it came out right afterwards, so I'm going to include it. Looks like we're going to get our hands on this Elden Ring roguelike survival game on May 30th, 2025. This looks incredible, and playing with friends seems like it's going to be an amazing time. I'm really excited for this one, and at the $40 price point, I think it's well worth it. So this is definitely on my list to pick up. That concludes all the RPG related things announced at Sony's State of Play 2025. There was a bunch of other things that weren't RPGs that I thought looked pretty interesting, but that's going to conclude this video. Let me know what you thought looked the best from the State of Play, or if you didn't think this was a good one. I'd love to know in the comments. If you like RPG related content, make sure to check out some other videos on this channel. Consider subscribing if you're new, and as always, I'll see you in the next one.